my name is Christian, and today I'm talking about unlocking human potential with AI. And as a disclaimer, I'm not considering myself an AI expert. I'm more of a user of AI. I'm finding ways how to apply it into everyday life. At Sage OS, I'm a co-founder and CTO, and our mission there is also unlock human potential. And I myself am executive coach as well, meaning that I'm surrounded by this topic every day, actually, and living and breathing it. So what is human potential overall? We all have this ability to learn and grow and achieve more. And we potentially have much more than we actually think is possible. So it's not just about success metrics like career goals or financial goals. It's also about our emotional well-being and societal contributions. So the potential is this untapped inner capacity that is just kind of waiting to be unleashed. So we could discover those new abilities, talents, and skills that are hiding somewhere. And the only thing stopping us to unlock this are barriers like maybe self-imposed constraints or environmental factors or lack of proper tools. I like this philosophy of Jordan Peterson to illustrate how to unlock this potential. And he interprets this Taoist symbol of yin and yang in a way that on one side there's this order, everything that is known to us, everything we know what our strengths are, we know what our skills are, how to apply those, and these bring us confidence and certainty and sense of security as well. While on the other hand, where is this chaos, the unknown, everything that is new, everything that we don't know yet. It's feels dangerous, but at the same time, it's full of unknown possibilities. And it's a cliche, but the growth is outside of comfort zone, and this is exactly the same case here. So what Peterson has urged us to recognize is that overemphasis on order can lead to stagnation, while too much chaos can result in overwhelm. So we are kind of finding ourselves in between of those. We're navigating the edge between this comfort of known and the discomfort. So while I come to AI now, is that we're living in amazing time, meaning that thanks to AI, it now helps us to provide clarity in that chaos by providing much more tools than we've ever had before. It helps us identify those growth opportunities. It helps us navigate the fine line where this potential is both like secure as well as something to explore. So it can bring order in the chaos. It makes sense of complex data and to identify patterns that are not maybe immediately apparent to human, but machine can structure the unstructured and allows us to identify opportunities for growth. For example, the Aura ring that I myself am using is analyzing my personal health data like sleep and activity patterns, but tracking these metrics actually enables me to make more informed decisions towards achieving my own potential for better health and performance and well-being. Also, the generative AI is a game changer, like ChatGPT. It provokes the creative thinking, but as Jan said, it also can decrease it. So it's a kind of a dangerous tool to use, but it can help us break those conventional boundaries and push us into uncharted waters of innovation. And the tools like Runway ML or Midjourney can spark the creative innovation moments, new ideas that help us boost our current existing creative skills. And AI can also tap into our innate interests by recommending learning paths. career opportunities, personal growth activities. So it can really resonate with our deeper aspirations and curiosities. So it kind of places us on the line where engagement is maximized. So thanks to AI, like adaptive platforms like Duolingo, we can really tailor challenges to our unique skill levels. And for example, LinkedIn Learning or Headspace, they provide us with real-time feedback, evolving with our personal and professional development. So besides these tools that can help us unlock human potential, we also need to consider there are blind spots that we don't know about ourselves, but others know. Others may notice these blind spots. This can also be a barrier to our development if we don't know those blind spots. So it's essential to talk to somebody, to have those other people around you, other participants who provide you feedback, maybe keep you accountable, provide you guidance. So just an example, traditionally, one way to do it, to take care of our mental wellness, is to go to therapist. And traditionally, unfortunately, it's not as accessible as we would like it to be, meaning that either it's too costly for some people, or it's just hard to find a therapist at the right time when you need it. Now, Wobot Health has been already working on this problem several years, and by now we are FDA approved. They can technically emulate what a therapist would do in a way that it utilizes natural language processing, and it really allows user to share the problems. It can empathize, it can give the autonomy the user needs, and also bring the actionable tools. So it kind of can replace certain technical elements of what therapists can do. Therefore, it can make the service more accessible. The trial that they did, it actually showed that depression scores decreased on average by 22% for users interacting with Wobot. On the other hand, the downside is that they are having challenges with user engagement, meaning that users are very active in the beginning, in the first weeks, but they drop off at some point while they are going to human therapists. This relationship can last for months or even years. Another example is Replica.ai, which is, for some people, may sound weird to talk or chat to a machine, but it has turned out to be really, really valuable to people who don't find another person who they can trust, who is unbiased and neutral, to just be a sounding board, someone to talk to. And this is necessary to really tackle your daily challenges, daily thoughts, to process those thoughts. And Replica is actually offering this kind of a avatar companion for people to have 24/7 access to somebody to talk to. And this can be life-changing in certain situations. Now, I myself am mostly in coaching to men recently. So this is also a very strong tool to unlock human potential. It works very efficiently. And if the person themselves is ready and open to it. Now, coaching has been quite expensive, actually, and especially executive coaching. Now, with AI tools like Wave.ai, for example, again, you can emulate this executive coaching experience by using natural language and the large language models. So you can specify your goals, and it can help you to be accountable to yourself. So it makes it more accessible and easy to use. Now in Sage OS, what we do is where we actually started off with human coaching. Our main problem that we're solving is to prevent burnouts in workforce. And as we learned, the burnouts are often related to leadership quality. and the most likely people who burn out are managers and leaders. So we actually started off by just doing a micro coaching between humans, like professional coaches providing support to managers. But when ChatGPT came around, when we started to move towards AI, because before we already started to experiment with writing summaries of a session. So I, as a coach, I finished the session with a person, and I actually spent 30 minutes or even more to kind of write down into email what happened in a session, what are the most valuable, interesting insights that I noticed, maybe ask them additional questions. So all this I did like manually, and obviously as a human being, I was present in a session, so I don't always remember everything. So we figured that what if we could automate this part and use ChatGPT to automate it. And we ended up building a flow where all the sessions that we have with coaches are obviously online, but we also have a spotter, like a third participant, whose goal is to just transcribe and record the session. We are using otter.ai for that, but then we are feeding the transcript into our own platform, which in turn spits out a hyper-personalized set of AI-enhanced insights. So it offers a mirror to individuals' progress, challenges, victories, everything. So the goal isn't about replacing the human element, but augmenting it with a level of analysis that brings forth insights at scale. And what they are actually offering is neutral mirror to reflect on thoughts, aiding in deeper comprehension and leadership growth. And in this way, AI functions are unbiased. They are helping us to identify and work on our blind spots and leverage our strengths. And we've learned that our clients perceive those summaries from AI to feel less judgmental, and they're likely to trust them more as well. You've probably seen this picture today already, but it just illustrates that this is the right time to build these kind of solutions. But AI systems now perform better than humans to understand the language and when it comes to spoken text. And what we also have learned that it really makes sense in gibberish. The challenge is that when you transcribe a session or audio or spoken text with speech to text, then this is a very hard problem to solve perfectly. And transcriptions are not very high quality. In English, they are quite good. In Estonian, the average. So if I, as a coach, I would open 1 hour session transcript and wanted to make sense of it and come up with insights from it, then it would take a lot of brain power, some frustration to make sense of some random words and out of context sentences. But surprisingly, if we feed it to AI, then it can do it within basically seconds and make sense of surprisingly gibberish transcripts. How else we can use it is we are doing self-assessments and like leadership competency assessments, maybe wheel of life assessments that people just fill as a survey, and traditionally you would get back charts, you would get back scores and maybe some static texts that describe what the score means. We decided to use AI for interpreting these scores, considering the context of this person and their journey. So it can provide much more personalized insights of what these scores mean, and also it can trigger certain follow-up steps or call to actions through questions. So AI can ask very challenging questions, and we are utilizing that as well in our summaries that we send to clients. So it can act as a coach itself. So after the session with human coach, you actually can have an experience of a follow-up where basically AI is additionally asking some questions that you might ask from yourself. And this can be very difficult questions that you actually don't want to answer maybe. But this is where this growth also lies. We've also learned that our clients are saying that they are brutally honest. The machine is honest, but honesty is actually the essence of transformative feedback. So it can reveal really critical, candid insights that are necessary for growth. And these honest insights that are drawn from data, they push coaches towards substantial progress. Now, what we are working on heavily is to go deeper, meaning that the large language model is general. It's a very general way of processing language. The secret ingredient, obviously, is prompting. So in order to get those real aha moments that the people maybe have overlooked in the session, coach didn't notice it, coachee didn't notice it, but they said it. So this is where we are actually working together with neuroscientists like Jan to really come up with this pure gold for transformative insights. And now step forward here is that when we have all these different people having all these different sessions, and all these sessions are analyzed by AI or are transcribed, then what else can we get from it? So we can do cluster analysis of entire organization, because when organization comes around with dozens of managers, then we can actually, as it's all anonymized, we can aggregate it into wider teams. And we've learned that generative AI excels in discerning patterns with complex data sets, such as transcripts. So it's like solving multiple puzzles simultaneously, when each transcript is basically unstructured raw text. But it contains those puzzle pieces, the insights. Then what we can do is we can take 30, 40 different transcripts, throw them on the floor into pieces, and all these puzzle pieces are there mixed. But AI can recognize these patterns. It can actually identify which pieces belong where, and identify teams that run through the collected pieces. And so the capacity to identify structure in unlabeled data is quite amazing, actually. And what are the benefits of doing that is obviously to find those common themes and challenges. And in the end, what we want to determine is the burnout levels, how people are feeling, and how many are nearing burnout, and what are the actions, and how we can support them. So we can get emotional cues. We can get to understand how people feel about work and their life overall. So overall, when concluding this topic, it is definitely a new era in personal growth and professional development area. And I certainly see that AI will be the main driver for mass personalization in all these areas of learning and growing, as it will be possible to tailor individual styles and needs, and this can elevate coaching or therapy experiences. And behavioral analytics can be used to unlock new levels of self-understanding and find more targeted growth strategies. Receptivity and Semanto already have proven the capabilities of technology to recognize emotions and behaviors, and affective and realize are examples of utilizing more mediums than just spoken text. It can also be audio, or how we speak, or what's the tone of our voice, or it can be video, how we appear, or what are the micro expressions. There can be real-time assistants, where in real time we can get the insights of a person within the coaching session, and maybe even get the hints of what to ask, for example, if I'm a coach. And it would be interesting to see also where the synthesia trend is going, meaning that coaches and therapists can basically synthesize their appearance, their voice, their style, and therefore it would make their services even more accessible and scalable in a way that they can have kind of a tiered approach to serve more people. So yes, this is my speech today, and I invite you to embrace this chaos and really expand your potential with all those tools that are already out there and that are upcoming. So thank you.
Thank you. I have one question for you before we move on, and it's from the people at Workshop, and they're asking: is it ethical to replace human interaction with AI? Simple question, simple answers only.
Yeah, well, I don't see an ethical issue as long as it's not fully replaced, meaning that we are actually enhancing what our coach is doing. We are actually not replacing the humans with technology, but we are enhancing what humans are anyway doing.
Okay, thank you, Christian.